Recording me. You're recording me. Oh, you're so mean to me.
If there ever comes a day that we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever. Yeah.
Do I have my other hand in my pocket?
No. No.
Where's my other hand coming?
In the air.
It should be in the pocket.
Yeah.
Does my hand not in my pocket?
Uh-huh.
That's not so. Fall off it. I know.
Bless you.
She does such cute sneezes. Like,
She does.
there's like nice dog that should go.
Yeah.
Where that was just like, I'm the cutest. I like butterfly sneezes, right?
Yeah.
Or like fairy sneeze. Because I'm cute and I'm tiny. And I'm gorgeous. All of these things are very important to me. You know, like, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I want to see her face when she comes in because I was recording. She's singing again. She's doing my nets. Listen. She just asked if I was recording.
You're recording me. Oh, you're so mean to me. What jingles? Because that was a really cool noise.
I don't know, I think it was your phone.
My phone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's literally just my belly and like grossness that's in this right now.
But that's who you are.
Oh, isn't it lovely? Mads.
Good morning.
Hello.
I've already said good morning.
Yeah. How cute keep not realising which side the camera is. Because it changes depending on which way up you have your phone.
Yeah.
That side.
Yeah, over here.
Right there. Yeah, right there. Hi.
We got mail this morning.
It feels like it contains a teddy, but that's a guess. I don't know why we would have a teddy. Not really sure. That breakfast was good for me. Let me just, yeah. Go wild.
Was that good, Dixie?
Yeah, I had to carry on because it's so...
Was that yummy? Was that a really nice breakfast? Yeah, yes it was. Yeah. Hi, Fernie. Say good morning. To who? Who am I saying good morning to?
I'm not really sure why Kelly sounds like a big boy dog.
No, that wasn't intentional.
No.
Right, let's open this mail.
Yeah, because I feel like that.
Go lie down then. Good girl. No, lie down. Good girl.
You keep saying good girl, I keep getting overexcited.
Yeah, and come back for more.
Yeah. I can't open it. Boom. Nope. Boom.
Got a little blanket. Our new one.
Well, it's teddy bear related. More than one teddy bear related. Aching arms. With love from the family of Angel. Oh, I think it's from the Angel baby people. So I'm thinking we've got one for Skye. With love from the family of Reggie Cotter. Aww.
Is there no note?
Probably, but I'm just like, oh, it's so sweet. Do you want to read it?
Well, I know what it is.
You ordered it.
I didn't order it. Basically,
Yeah.
they support a hospital. I think it's near London.
Right.
I can't remember offhand. And they give these bears to families that have lost babies from the hospital, so they've got something to hold when they can't hold their baby anymore. And I contacted them, and they said that they would love to send one for Skye and River. Because I said that we've got absolutely nothing to hold from. So if you don't know us, basically, we had 2 pregnancies, and our first baby was Skye.
No, don't.
No, you can't have them.
Good girl.
And we worked out that we were roughly between 10 weeks. I think it was about 10 weeks.
It was just before
We would have been able to have had a scan. And we had a miscarriage. that was in 2015. And then last year we fell pregnant again, and it was actually a year ago because it was in August. We lost another baby, but that was, I think that pregnancy was about between 4 and 6 weeks.
Yeah, closer to 6.
Yeah, so they were early miscarriages, but for us, there was still a life.
Yeah, we still knew that we were pregnant, and that we still knew that we could have had a child. So
like for us, it's hit just a year. So for us, we would, if the pregnancy was successful, we'd have had River for 4 months. And obviously it's not something that we've got, and we have absolutely nothing for them having been here. We made these, and then we got Skye's there. But yeah, when I saw this, I saw that they only gave like one there to like families, because it's not very often that families lose more than one child. But when I mentioned it to them that we lost Skye and River, they said that they would send a bear for each of them. And what they do is each bear is named in memory of another family who have lost a child. So
this one was baby Angel.
It comes with a little tag with the baby's name on it. And then this one is Reggie Cotter. And it's basically the reason why they name, like they put the babies' names on the teddies, is so that it can allow you to not feel as though you're alone. There is another family that have been through what you're going through, and it's just to support you as a whole, which is just really beautiful. So yes, it's the Aching Arms charity. Go check them out. They haven't sponsored this. This is completely just something that I saw and I thought would be really lush for us. But any charity that support families that have lost children is amazing in our eyes. So, and it's got like a little dandelion, and we've got dandelions on our arms. This is my tattoos for Hayley, who had cystic fibrosis but had a double lung transplant but sadly died. And Soph's got one for her granddad.
Yeah.
So it's all nicely linked. But yeah, go check that out. And now we have 2 little bears. And we'll see you later. It's one of those days, guys. I got so much pain. I've had to have another lot of morphine. We were supposed to be finishing the shelves. Yesterday we got 2 shelves up in the kitchen because we're putting a little library corner, and we were going to finish it today, but I just can't do it. I've just got so much pain. And Sophie's debating whether to do some dishes. I've said to her not to bother, 1 more day's not going to harm, but it's ultimately her choice. She's kind of fighting with her ear at the minute.
Oh, I just got it out. Bloody hell.
Remember those earrings that she tried putting in the other day? They've really hurt her ears. So we're going to have another hunt for earrings to kind of see what works best for her. We'll have to have another look in June.
It might just be normal studs, like everyday normal, like stud earrings.
Have a look on Dream and see what you can find.
Yeah, I think we're going to do one of them, like, not quite so fancy earring people.
You might find something though that works for you though, that is quite nice.
Yeah.
I'll have a look later as well.
Yeah. I think because I heal funny, don't I? Literally every time I put an earring in, it like...
I think you might need
piercing,
surgical steel earrings as well.
By it. Yeah.
They're more expensive, but at the minute you're just...
Yeah, it's just getting sore.
It just hurts and it's just pointless, so...
Yeah.
Personally, I would rather spend more money and have it so that it's better.
Is that because you love me?
I suppose.
Yeah, she loves me.
Oh,
we've got a Dixie.
we have got a Dixie.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm upside down. My bum's higher than my head.
We can only just about fit in the camera. Oh, we've got an Alba coming.
You coming up somewhere?
Oh.
Dixie's like, how do I make room?
Oh,
that's a yellow bug.
Hello.
Hi, man. Can you see me?
It's all arms and legs, guys.
Oh, just like, okay.
All arms and legs.
I don't even have a head anymore.
This turned into a big family cuddle sesh, didn't it? Say hi, people. Hi, YouTube family. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
He said nothing. So I've taken that into my own hands. This is who we...
Mummy, the curtain's in my face.
Julia's Beckley baby. This photo was taken in 1978. If you believe that you are the person in this photograph, or you might know who is, can you please contact the Beckley Institute, or you can,
you're right, baby girl.
contact us through our Facebook.
Mummy, I'm sat in the curtain. Are you alright? Alright?
Your sexual relationship with your brother. Just a moment of your time. Sam, why don't you talk to us?
Oh,
Everybody left me.
I just wanted my
It's a
bed.
complete disaster for me.
Oh.
But you know what?
Okay guys, so earlier we showed you briefly Skye and River's frames that we made, but I realised afterwards that you couldn't really see it very well, and they mean a lot to us, so we pulled them off the wall and we're going to give you a close-up so that you can see what we've done to make our babies special, and for what we've done to add them into our lives as a permanent fixture that everybody can see, not just two babies that we talk about on social media and with our family and friends and things like that, that they really do mean the absolute world. So here's the close-up for you. So what we did is we bought these frames. They were box frames that were just completely empty. We then bought the S. All of this we bought on Amazon, and we also bought the R as well. And then this behind don't know if you're going to be able to see it, it's cork sheets, and they come, I think, is that A5? Is that A5, babe?
Yeah, I have them before. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they come in A5 sheets, and we wrote this little poem here, which is absolutely beautiful. And it turns around and says, "If there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever." This poem has two meanings for us. When Soph and I first got together, we, where my mum used to, well, where me and my mum used to live, there was like a little lake area, and there was a walkway round there. And every time Soph would come visit me, because we were a long distance relationship, there was, God, over 100 miles between us, so we would take it in turns coming up and down and seeing each other. And whenever Soph came to see us, we would take my mum's dog out for a walk around this area. And on one occasion when I was walking around there, I saw a piece of bark that it just looked really beautiful. So I picked it up, cleaned it, treated it, and I etched our initials in there and the date that we got together. It's upstairs now, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, on my bed.
If I remember, I'll show you it later and when we go upstairs to bed. And in there, I wrote this poem. And because of it being long distance, I gave this frame to Soph before we moved into with each other. And obviously that poem, it meant a lot then because of us not being able to be together all the time. So when we decided to make these frames, and there's the same purpose that... Hang on a minute. Bloody dogs.
It's because there's some outside that's irritated her.
Yeah, they've been barking all day. We've got two dogs somewhere up on the estate on our street. They don't stop talking? Dog talking. They don't stop barking, and it is very frustrating because it just constantly sets our girls off. Anyway, so yeah, when we were making these frames, obviously Skye and River, they can't be with us in our arms, they're only with us in our hearts. So this little poem, it just seemed perfectly fitting for their frames as well. It all just linked in together. So with the cork, we cut a little piece off, which is kind of about the size of a business card. And then we wrote the poem on there, but to make it fit into the frame, we cut it so that it kind of blended right in. And then the Scrabble pieces, there was an occasion where Sophie and I played Scrabble, and it became very, very competitive. I won, by the way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
I think the competitiveness was because I wanted to win. I don't like losing. And 2 seconds. We chose the babies' names before we set this frame up and decided to get the Scrabble letters, and it creeped us out a little bit purely because Skye we lost in the November. If you add up the numbers that come on the Scrabble letters, it comes to 11, which is November. With Rivers, they count up to 8, and we lost River in August. So it's one of those things that kind of just... We didn't know it until it happened, and we had chills. when we put this together. It just seemed very meant to be, but yes, it gave us goosebumps, let's just say that. So yeah, the next bit is each of them, we've got 2 little bears, and here and here are 2 little footprint charms. Along with these, we've also got some crocheted hearts, a little rocking horse, and I believe one other which we're still yet to put in these. And these little treasures are from a charity called Our Angel Bears. On the back of here as well, just like the bears that we received today, it says this package was donated in love and memory of Henry James by Mummy and Daddy. They send out little packages in memory of other babies that have gained their wings. And it's another thing like today's bears, where it's to show support with other families, to say you're not alone, we are here with you in this time of sadness. And our angel bears have been amazing. They have supported us since the day we connected with them. When we lost Skye and River, we had 0 support. Absolutely nothing. Family wise, we didn't have support because we didn't tell anybody we were trying for a baby. We wanted it to be a surprise. So we lost Skye in 2015. We lost River in 2017. When we lost River, it got too much, and that's when we told our family that we'd had 2 pregnancies, we had had 2 losses, and our family have been extremely supportive since. But when it comes to the medical side of the support, we had nothing. Our GP, our family doctor, they knew, particularly with Skye, because Soph had a lot of issues following the miscarriage. They knew that we had lost a baby, but they offered us no support. And it was so hard. So when we decided to tell everybody that we'd been trying for a baby and we'd lost 2, we then found services out there that provided the support. And one of our friends, we didn't know at the time, but one of our friends is part of Our Angel Bears, and together with her and this charity, they have been absolutely fantastic. We regularly get pictures sent to us where they've incorporated Skye and River's names. They talk to us about them. They're just all round bloody amazing. Let's just put it that way. And I think if we didn't have their support, this could have gone a whole completely different way. So yeah, they've kind of, they helped us to see that it is okay to talk about them. It is okay to bring them up in an everyday conversation. Which now we happily do that. It's not that we were ashamed or embarrassed or anything like that. It's just we didn't know how to approach it. There is such a stigma about death, and like particularly death in children and babies and things like that. People just don't want to talk about it, and this stigma needs to be broken. People need to realise it's okay to talk about children that have gained their wings. And I, on my Instagram and through to my Facebook, I talk about them a lot. I bring them up regularly in posts, and I want people to know it does happen. it is something that happens on a daily basis, and I'm pretty sure Soph is with me that she talks about them as well on her social media, and she said yes, by the way. So we as a nation, as a world, we need to make sure our babies are known, not just within the family but everywhere. We need to break the stigma, and to do that, these charities, Aching Arms, Our Angel Bears, SANS, everything, they are doing a wonderful job, and we are grateful to have had these two charities now help and support us. So if you've lost a baby and you've not been, like, you haven't felt that you've been able to talk to them and you need the support, Soph and I will be there for you. We will support you. We will do everything that we physically can to help you. We will also leave the link to both of these charities in the description so that you can go through to their websites, you can access their support. Just make sure that you know you're not alone. There will be times, day and night, that you feel that you are alone. But there are people out there, and people will just message you, they'll talk to you, and Soph and I are one of them. I will also leave our Instagram accounts in the description. If you are on Instagram and you feel like you need to talk, send us a private message. I'll also leave Soph and I's full name for Facebook. If you're on Facebook, send us a message. We will be there for you. Knowing how hard it is to keep it bottled up and keep it within your relationship with somebody or on your own, I don't want you to feel alone. And these little bears that we've been given, the little charms, and making these shadow boxes for us has really helped with the healing process of it. So make sure that you incorporate your babies in everyday life. Do something special for them. Celebrate anniversaries. They do get hard. I mean, like I said earlier, River's anniversary has just come up, and I was in hospital and Soph was here, and like we were apart, and it was really hard. But we need to celebrate these anniversaries. Don't necessarily think that they've got to be negative, or they've got to be sad or upsetting and no happiness. Celebrate the fact that they were here. Celebrate that they are in our hearts, and celebrate the fact that they're probably around us every day. But make sure you access these charities, find the support, and message us if you do need any other help, and we will be there for you. I will also add in the links to Amazon for the shadow boxes, the corks, the Scrabble letters, and the big letters, so that if it's something that you want to do, the links will be there easily for you. And on that note, I can smell tea, so I'm going. Well, I was in the middle of sewing Soph's blanket, and then these little girlies came in for cuddles.
And now we just ate my face.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Dixie's looking like this because I'm actually giving her belly rubs right now, and she's a bit like, this is good.
Okay, well, that's a great thing to have started.
Sorry about that. We're watching a program called Sisters on Netflix. We're not watching porn. We're not doing anything weird. It's just Netflix, okay?
Yep.
Bye!
And it's a good program, so go watch it.
Yes. And on that note, we're going to keep playing with the girls and sewing and watching this program called Sisters.
Yes, on Netflix.
Bye!
This is the photo frame that I made Soph that I was telling you about with the piece of bark. So there's this poem, my little quote here: how lucky I am to have someone who makes saying goodbye so hard, reminds me of just how much I love you. And then there's the one that's in Skye and River's frame. If there ever comes a day that we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it with this lighting. But there's a heart. This is Charlie there. Sophie there. And then it's got the date that we first got together. And that sits just above our bed. It's the end of another day, and Dixie's having her wipes.
Yeah, but Mummy.
Alba's waiting. I know, we caught it.
Thank you.
Hello, Mary Dixie.
Look at Mummy. Dixie, where's Mummy?
Dixie?
Hello.
Say hi, people.
Oh, I'm shy. I'm shy.
Oh, Alba quite like that.
It's that when's it my turn?
It's your turn in a minute, baby girl. You're going to say hello to the people? Say hello, people.
I don't know. I want to right now.
I don't even know if I've got her in there.
No, you don't. You're probably pointing at the clothes.
Probably.
Yeah, but I'm cute anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has been... Oh, do you like my hands? It's been a bit of a mixed bag today. Bit emotional, bit exciting.
It's been really tiring.
It has been very,
Like,
very tiring.
We napped and like I don't even think it did anything, did it?
No, I was in quite a bit of pain earlier. So that really didn't help.
I don't think I slept very well, so that's probably why I napped. But like normally I don't nap, do I? So
No.
That's quite possible that could be why I was just like, oh my god. But no.
Yeah, we had a few issues when we took the dogs out. There's this bloke, he came by and Alba barked like a dog does, and the kid that was there has actually played and fussed Alba, and he came along, he was like, can you get your dog away? And I'm just like, that's what I'm doing, I'm calling her name.
And she's coming over as well.
Yeah, what more do you want me to do? If I come after her, she's going to think it's a game and think I'm chasing her. So that was a bit of a hoo-ha. But the girls enjoyed it, so that's the main thing.
We met a lovely lady who lives literally just across the road who we didn't know who lived there. And we've lived here for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And we didn't know she lived there.
Not at all, never seen her before. And she said that she's over there and she brings her dog, her son's dog, over regularly. And I was just like, we live right opposite the green and we've never seen you, but hi. Hi.
Sorry for the face pulling. One of these girls has got pretty bad wind right now.
Yeah,
So,
we need a peg.
mhm.
And we've got the fan on.
Yeah,
Yay!
so it's kind of like blowing right in our faces, which is just, you know, beautiful.
Dixie's like, ooh, liver treats. I'm
Yeah,
staring at
I
them.
can see you working.
We didn't get the shelves done, but that's okay. We've got tomorrow. There's no hurry.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
It's not like you say, it's not like it's something that needs to be done like now. It just needs to be done at some point, which is, you know, it's nice.
I got caught.
You did.
I hope you saw how beautiful that
I'm
was.
very tired.
So yeah, we're gonna attempt to do the shelves tomorrow. Whether it happens or not, just depends. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. When we're talking about the shelves, we're building like a little library in the kitchen. I don't know if we've actually told you that.
I don't know. We say library. When you see it, you'll laugh. It's literally just 2 corner shelves, really, isn't it? Kind
Yeah,
of?
but we've got a lot of books, and although we have ways and means of reading on iPads, phones, whatever,
That'd be a real book
just-
from you.
you need a real book. We've actually got some up there, but that's like nothing. So yeah, as soon as we've done that, we'll show you. We've managed to put some washing away today as well, didn't
We
we?
did, yeah.
So
It's been a challenge trying to get it upstairs, isn't it?
yeah, with Soph being on crutches still, and with a dodgy knee and whatever else, and me not being 100% still coming out of hospital, I want to do everything, but just need to remember to slow down.
Yeah. Yeah, because ordinarily, like before I hurt my knee, if it needed bringing up, then I'd just bring it up
Yeah.
like the next time I came up, or if like I was cleaning or not doing anything else, I would just bring it up. Whereas now I've got I have to use the stair lift at the minute, don't I? Because I fall down the stairs, like literally,
Yeah.
I will fall down.
Because of the ligaments that's damaged in Soph's knee, she can't put that leg forward and use it to like push herself off, because there's nothing holding her knee together, so it doesn't allow that motion to work. So it's just a bit cray at the minute.
It is stressing me out as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the MRI on Friday, so
Yeah.
hopefully
we'll
hopefully yeah, tell us what the next plan is for the knee. But for now, it's just taking it slowly, resting, sprinting, just doing the usual. So yeah, been a very busy day.
It has. And I'm gorgeous and I'm Dixie.
Yeah.
And you can see me now.
Yeah. So on that note, I'm gonna go take my meds, have my hot chocolate.
Did you show them your apple caramel?
I didn't. And I've got some apple and caramel. Look where I put the bears. There's one there,
It's not, baby girl.
and there's then the other one there.
Baby girl.
So, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, all the links are going to be put down in the description for the charities, and for if you want to talk to Soph or I about anything. It doesn't even have to be about losing children or angel babies or anything like that. If you want to talk, we are there for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Our message boxes are always open.
yeah, we're young, but we've had, for our young lives, we've had a hell of a lot of experiences. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of experiences that people double our age haven't experienced.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's probably not anything that you could say to us that would shock us, or that
Not at all.
that we'd be like, nah, I don't know, really. So.
Yeah, so I'll put all those in the description below, and we hope you have had a good Saturday, and you'll probably be watching this on Sunday by the time it's all uploaded and whatever else.
If it uploads better this time.
Yeah.
If not, then you'll probably be watching it next week.
Yeah. So yeah, hope you've had a good weekend, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.